Right? So I want our listeners to actually think about that this is a journey.
Yeah, yeah.
The more you do, the more build small habits, these atomic habits, right? Small habits. And these small habits become stronger and stronger and stronger. Then they really become rich part of you. So when we do these workshops, we try and craft a purpose statement for a group, for a company, but your individual purpose and your organization's purpose might have no alignment,
Hmm.
but you can find small areas of connection.
Hmm. So
And
you
if your
can work.
manager can help you say, hey, for whatever you do, make sure these three things you do because that's where your connection is.
Hmm.
Even
Hmm.
if you don't do completely, do it and do it on a regular basis because that then releases chemicals for you that makes you actually get joy, right? And that then over time you actually say, hey, this is great, I get these opportunities, I agree, I'm doing this, I'm just a guy who's fixing code. But if within that you find some higher meaning, then that keeps you rooted. So if we seek alignment, then half the 90% of the people are going to leave
Because they'll be
because they say I have
frustrated.
no alignment.
Yeah, there is none. So I'm going to leave.
Right?
Yeah, this
But
is
if that,
finding
then nobody will
connection.
hire me to run these workshops because I will just give them an excuse to leave.
Yeah, so it's the connection.
So the more important thing is not alignment because you'll never have alignment.
Yeah, yeah,
Even in your marriage, there is no alignment.
yeah,
There are connections, and those
yeah.
connections become stronger as years and years pass.
And that makes sense.
Right? Because I'm not trying to go change Alka the way what she wants to do and how she wants to behave and how she wants to show up. And same with me. But if we're aligned, then we like agree to dress the same way
Yeah,
and eat
and
the
maybe
same
we look
food.
like twins.
And even that is not going to happen. Right? So so the point being that we are all individuals
Yes, yes.
and our own authenticity should come out.
Yeah, we are manifesting as individuals. You also talk a lot, Akhtar, about the collective. In your book, you talk about shifting from personal growth to collective impact. Then, how do from a state of being purpose mindset, we move from that we centered contribution or from, me to the collective?
So, if you take Carol Dweck's work on growth mindset, right? I mean, she actually did this work on with kids, but we've all kind of adopted it and said we should have a growth mindset.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I think that what has happened with the growth mindset is that we've all become individual.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's become individualistic. I grow, I get a benefit, the company gets a benefit, I get a benefit, the company gets a benefit. So that's all I'm going to do. Now, cancer is the best example of a growth mindset. Cancer is unrestricted,
Hmm.
right? It continues to grow. But purpose mindset, you actually introduce the trinity of the community.
Hmm.
You grow, your work grows, your community grows. Your community benefits, your work benefits, you benefit.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then you can take any cycle, right? So you go from this duality between yourself and your work to yourself, your community, and your work. You don't exist on your own, right? Unless you're one of those people who basically have just left the world and said, I'm gone. And there are people who do that incredibly well, right? I mean, we
Yeah.
know in India there are monks and there are sadhus, but even they convene at times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even they come together in different environments, right? They have the melas and the Kumbh Mela
Yeah.
right? Because everybody needs certain social connections. So we exist as part of something.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that should be the center